You can get it. Sorry about that. You can get it, I said. What am I doing? What am I doing? Here we go. And my phone is ringing, and we are going to ignore that. Oh my goodness. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing here. Um, okay, I am live. Why is there like a big black, do you see a big black screen on the left-hand side? Hello, girls. Sorry, this is so weird. Let's do this. Okay. And hello, bonjour. This is my first day doing a live, okay? I clearly do not know what I'm doing. Bonjour, my name is Denise Willerton. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in East St. Paul, Manitoba, Canada. Welcome here. I am live on Facebook. I am live on YouTube, and I also am live on Instagram. So if I got my Instagram one going properly, you need to know that if you are commenting under that video, it's actually not connected with this platform, so I'm unable to see it. So I'll take, pardon me, I'll take a peek when I'm done. So long story here. You know how I have only been, okay, who just shared? Judy, I got you down. So I've got all those that have shared. Let me change my view. All those who have, yeah, that is weird. Why is it doing that? Hang on one second. Let's go back here. No, let's do this. And I don't know why it's doing that. And let's do this. Okay. So we're going to do a solo layout this way. I don't know why it's doing that. And that's okay. You don't need to see my face. I would rather you see this. So Judy, you shared. So here are all the people that have shared ahead of time. If you did share and you don't see your name and you are here, please let me know, and I will quickly add your name in there. The reason for the shares is if you do share my post, you know, hey, come and join us, Denise is live, that kind of share, not just commenting. I'm trying to get my viewership up, and so that's the reasoning behind all of that. If you do share, let me know. I will add your name, and then there's a draw at the end. This beautiful card, I don't believe she's on here today. This was sent to me by my friend Carol, and I believe she lives, and I meant to grab the envelope and I forgot. I think she's from Connecticut. I could be wrong. Carol, thank you. What a beautiful card. Look at this fun fold. Now wait till I open it. I'm going to recreate this one day. Look at, isn't that so fun? Like, it's just beautiful. So when it sits on your table, it would sit like that because it's a fun fold. I just love it. I think it's beautiful. Carol, thank you so much. And her coloring is spectacular. And she's got Wink of Stella on there. I have a, pardon me, a hiccup. There it is. I'm good now. I had a hiccup sitting there. Yeah, that is weird. I don't know why there is, yeah, I don't know why. Let's see what happens if I do this. Nope, definitely don't want to do that. Okay, that's kind of the view we're looking for. There we go. That's what we wanted. They've changed things around a little bit. Okay, you know how I wasn't videoing in several locations before because I just couldn't afford to be paying for that monthly membership? Well, apparently you get to a point where you've used your free with StreamYard, and I love StreamYard, but apparently you get to a point where you've used all of your free hours, and and you just can't get in anymore. And so I didn't want to go old school where I was just on my phone and then I bring it down, and maybe I'll rethink that, because then basically the view would be just this and just my hands, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's just something about, I don't know, maybe I feel like I'm more present. But oh, thank you. I got these in Newfoundland. I got these in Newfoundland. Let's get on to today's card, okay? I'm using so many products here and you're going to love it. First, we are using the exposed brick, okay? And so I've gone ahead and I've done that. So this measures 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, I'm going to try to help the glare here a little bit. This is just a standard A2 card base. That's going to go down right here on our card. And actually, this is not 4 by 5 1/4. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Let's cut that down to, and tomorrow, which is Friday, I'm going to be doing my live featuring our album, so I hope you can join me. And I think I'm going to do that around, Dean is leaving on a sledding trip, and so I want to spend the morning with him. So I'm thinking 1 o'clock. Oh, I pick Katie up tomorrow. It's Friday. Yeah, 1 o'clock. I'll be done by 2, and then I jet out the door and go get my Katie. Okay, card base, exposed brick, 4 by 5 1/4. And then what I did was I grabbed our Hibiscus hybrid, and this is, I believe I cut this at 6 by 6 1/2, okay? And the whole thing basically fits in there, okay? So this is actually what we're going to be working on. Let's grab a piece of paper, just scrap, okay? Now, this is the embossed side, okay? If I flip it over, that is the debossed side. See how the flowers are kind of caving into the paper. We're going to grab, and I meant to do all of this, and I didn't. We're going to grab some nice bright colors. Let's grab Melon Mambo. I think Azure. Granny Apple Green. Look at those colors. Wow. And I want a purple in there. I want a purple in there. I could do fresh freesia. Yeah, you know what? Let's work with these colors. I'll be inside. Oh, okay. Okay. Ooh, Judy, take care. Okay. Take care on that. So these are the colors we're going to work with, okay? So let's grab our blending brushes, and I'm also going to grab a sponge dauber because I have a little area that I want to cover. And I don't want, you know what, this one might work. Let's see. Yeah, there's a dauber because I'm going to use that for my green. So that's taken care of. Let's grab a blue. And let's grab a pink. Okay, for the Melon Mambo. Okay, Melon Mambo, Melon Mambo. Yeah, Judy, I hope all goes well. Let's start with the green. Does anybody know what I'm up to here? Does anybody know? Yeah, and if Dean wasn't going away for the weekend, I would do it tonight, but I want to hang with him. Am I close enough to my work, or let's just bring this down just a smidge so that you can see a little more what I'm doing. So I'm just going to pick up, I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to pick up some green and, oh, is that going to work? I want to, you know what? It's too big. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab a Q-tip. I hope I didn't mess that up. I want to get some green. I need a sponge that is super tiny. We're going to find all of these little flowers. And sometimes once you get more ink down, that's when you see some of these little areas a little bit more, when you realize that you've missed a few. I'm not going to be using this whole 6x6-ish piece, but then I've got scraps, okay? Judy, I've had one of those tests done before, and you know what? I will be praying for you tomorrow. I will pray for you before we go live. I mean, you know what? Another thing that we could do, just thinking out loud here, and maybe because Dean's going to be away, maybe I should do it later in the afternoon. Katie is usually gone by 4:30. I could maybe do a 5 o'clock. Mind you, for all of our local people, that's the supper hour. So how does 6 a.m. work? Or not 6 a.m., 6 p.m. So if it's 6 p.m. in Canada, what time is it? Or in Central Standard Time, my time, what time would it be in the UK? You go backwards by 6 hours, I believe it is. You know what? Maybe I'll do 6 p.m. tomorrow. I think I'm liking that idea. Then I'll feel like I have evening company. Wishing you the best. Yeah. Judy, you'll get through. It does feel a little freaky when you're in that nuclear missile. I know when I was, this is years ago now, but when I was in there, I think it's an MRI, correct? When I was in there, because at times I can tend to be a little bit claustrophobic. I remember laying in there and just, you're not supposed to move, right? I remember laying in there and just saying to myself in my head over and over again, you're okay, you're okay, just breathe. Ooh, I made it through. I made it through. Okay, little flowers, where are you? Doesn't this look so neat? Looks like there's a whole bunch of little green bumblebees hanging all over the place. I love this embossing folder, and I love this technique. Who has done this technique before where you ink up the debossed side? Who has seen this technique before or hasn't is probably even the bigger question. Who has not seen this technique before? Okay, little flowers. This is probably the hardest part, is finding all of the little guys. And I love Granny Apple Green. And a few more right here. Our son Mark, who lives in Vancouver, which is on the far west coast of Canada, sent me a video this morning of Maddie, their little girl, walking with the stroller that we bought for her first birthday. And when we bought it for her, she still wasn't walking. So we just tucked it away. We were there for her just before her first birthday. And so we tucked it away until she was more sure-footed on her feet. And Mark just sent me a video of her strolling with her baby. We bought her a doll and a little crib and a stroller. Okay, I think I've got all my little guys done. Okay, I hope this doesn't mess with me, but you know what? We can cut around it. Let's do our melon mambo. And you know what? We're not going to use all of the colors here. Oh no, we could. Okay, melon mambo. Let's do our big fuchsias in the melon mambo. Oh, it was so sweet, Judy. Like, I was just like, oh, I miss them. So hard to not have all of your grandkids living in the same spot that you're living in. I want it all. I want it all. There's another one right here. That guy. I feel like my melon needs re-inking. Remember when I re-inked my mossy meadow last video? I still haven't used it. Now, we've got those spriggy things. Spriggy. What do I want to do with those? Do I want to pull in? I'm too nervous to do that. You know what? Let's pull in Highland Heather. It was sitting on my desk. This is also a fuchsia. It just doesn't have the little stamen things or whatever they're called. Oh, you go get that, Wendy. Are you kidding me? Family first, always. Okay, let's grab the other side of this Q-tip and let's see if I can incorporate. I don't really like Q-tips because they're so fall aparty. I might regret having done this, but we're doing it. It's done. I think those are the only ones. Okay, let's grab let's do that little bit of a bigger flower with the blue. Oh, you know what? I looked and I don't know if it has. Look at Azure Afternoon. Are you kidding me? Ah! Now you've got me curious, Judy. Mossy Meadow, where are you? Do you remember how inky it was? Let's see where it's at. No, it looks pretty good. There's still some sitting there on the top. I have not stamped into it. I'm going to keep it out so I remember to take a peek and see how that's doing. Let's get Azure Afternoon in that flower. I adore this color. I'm not drawn to, well, no, I am drawn to bright cards, but I never seem to create them, so I'm excited about this. And then these little guys here, I'm going to grab that with the either the Fresh Freesia or the Highland Heather. I don't know. I don't know which color I should grab. Maybe the darker, hey? And I love Azure Afternoon. So Wendy, have you seen this technique before? I know I did it on a live. This was, wow, forever ago. I think there's going to be a lot of blue in here. I think I'm going to pull some pink into this one here. Azure Afternoon is such a stunning color. Let's throw some Melon Mambo on that one there. Okay, I'm going to go with Highland Heather. And I do agree. I just couldn't find it, but I didn't realize it was out. Red or pink. Melon Mambo. There you go. So who was it? Okay, so has everybody seen this technique before? I feel like I want more depth in my melon here. This is like one of those drum roll, please. Yes, I've seen this technique. It's fabulous. It's so fun. Okay, next question. Has everybody tried this technique? There's even a bigger question. I've got a larger flower here. Oh, and here that I haven't done. So let's grab our Highland Heather. And I hope these are inky enough because now I'm too nervous to ink during a live. Get in there. Yeah, and if I feel that I just can't afford to pay for StreamYard monthly, then I'm just going to have to cancel my subscription because I can cancel anytime and just go back to doing old school where you don't see me at all, you just see my hands. Okay. I feel like I'm having a hard time with my fresh freesia. Oh, Darlene, you have to try this. It's not that it's messy, but a little bit labor intensive, but then once you get it done, you're on your way to the races. And it's so fabulous. We're going to be using just a little portion of what we've done. See, now that I've got a lot of this inked up, you really start seeing little areas that you haven't covered, okay? Like I've got this and this right here. And then that right there. So that is, this little guy right here is the green. And then these are hard to find which color they actually are, so I'm just going to choose a color that is not a close neighbor. So I'm going to grab the Melon Mambo, or Mambo, depending on how you say it. And let's just pop some of that in there. And then this little corner, and there's another little spot for green. They start peeking up once your color is all getting filled. I don't know if I still have green in there. And I do. And you know what? There's another one right there. Okay, take a good look and make sure I am totally covered. Some of these that are really close to the edge, I mean, they may end up just being little garbage scraps, but better safe than sorry. Okay. Wendy has never tried. Darlene has never tried. Judy has never tried. Kathy has never tried. Oh, ladies, you have to try it. It is so fun. So this is the most labor intense part of it all, okay? Now, you can either grab Memento, but I prefer to work with Night of Navy. I don't know. I don't like the idea of black. Well, I'll show you that little panel later. It's hiding. So let's grab Night of Navy. So you definitely want to grab a dark color, okay? Hello, Anne. Welcome here. So we have finished inking this all up again on the debossed side. Anne, have you seen this technique? I mean, it's not new. It's going around for sure, or has gone around. Let me make sure I don't lose your names. Girls, thank you for sharing my live. And all of the colors have been applied, okay? So now we're going to take our Night of Navy, and you want to make sure you're well inked. And I didn't check to see if I was, so here's hoping. And we're just going to drag and drag. And let's just flip that around. I just want to have something to hang on to. And drag. Isn't that stunning? Now, should I go the other way? See how it's really dark here? Should I go the other way and pull more? Or should I leave it like this with the drag marks? What do you think? I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing. Oh, I love this technique. And I love the colors that we chose. The azure is fabulous. So do I drag again? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Do I drag again, girls? What do you think? And here I have a corner that didn't even, maybe I will, because I've got this corner here that didn't even, it's beautiful like this. Yeah, I love it too, Dar. Maybe just see if I can. So hard to know. Gorgeous. Let's just lightly stay in the same position as the original drag. Okay, we're done. Let's leave it at that. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Look at that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to build our card, okay? So here's our card base. And here is our, make sure that you're not inky because I just inked up my card base a little bit. Okay. And thank you so much. I am going to add your name. And I am going to go live tomorrow to work on our album, decorating it. I think we're on the very last page. I think we are at the waterfall. And so I'm going to go live and get that put together and decorated. So that will be tomorrow, which is Friday at 6 p.m. And I keep mucking. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this off my card base. Yep, it came off. This is a mono sand eraser for ink. And I had a little mark right there and it's gone. Make sure that your fingers are clean. And I've got that little mark there. and it's gone. So I highly, highly recommend a mono sand eraser, okay? I also highly recommend that you make sure that your fingers are clean and not inky. I love the welcoming that is taking place here, ladies. It's beautiful. Okay, let's get that down on our card base. And then what I did, I've got a little ink mark right here, but I'm going to put a sentiment on there. Now I've gone ahead and I've done a lot of die cutting already, okay? So I've got a piece of fresh freesia, and this is a panel that I did earlier, okay, using a little bit different colors. This is Granny Apple Green, Poppy Parade, and Highland Heather. And then I think I just put yellow on that stamen, okay? And I die cut that using the Nested Essentials. I love, love, love these dies. I'm going to show you how I built my card. So there's the embossed side. We inked up the debossed. And if I have time, I will quickly create a card using with what we just inked up here today. So down that goes. I'm following a sketch. So on my blog, I am entering a challenge, okay? So there's one element for the sketch. The other element was two little flags on either side. And what I did was with this one here, I cut it twice. And we're just going to tuck that under, okay? And I'm going to work on my window sheet so that I've got a ruler to work with. And you know what we're going to do? Let's put, this is removable ink or removable tape runner. Let's do it that way. I think it's going to be way easier. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive down here. You can also use press and seal. And I am going to make sure that I am square according to the markings on my window sheet. Put a little bit of adhesive on that. And I want this line right here. We're going to tuck that under until I get to the depth that I want and give that a little press. Okay? I hope that all made sense. And so now that panel is ready to go on, and I'm going to put it this way. We're going to put dimensionals behind there. And grab our take your pick tool. I want larger dimensionals. I always like one in the middle. I don't want that caving in. And I like my dimensionals. Can you tell? Can you tell? I just don't like anything caving in, right? So remove that. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I think a lot of you that are here, you have, and for that, I thank you so, so much. But if you are not watching the live and you're watching on the replay and you haven't subscribed, I would be honored if you did. Trying so hard to get my numbers up. Down that goes. I have pre-die cut, and this is using the Beautifulbutterflies 6x6 design paper, and I am on, which one did I grab? Maybe I have none left. Oh, this one here. Kind of this purpley one, and then the other side is just a little bit lighter. And so I cut out the butterflies. Love, love, love this from the Beautiful Butterflies stamp set, okay? And girls, I'm going to need help choosing a sentiment, okay? So this is what I brought forward for sentiments, okay? And so if anybody has a certain sentiment that they want, if they're hoping to win the card, let me know. And I can also pull out more sentiments, okay, if needs be. So start thinking sentiment. So these little butterflies, what I like to do is I like to take something round and I like to just round them off. This is just one of our spray bottles. We're going to put a tiny, 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 long, narrow, cut, dimensional. Ooh, I don't want it showing through. I think I need it even thinner. I have a thing for dimensionals showing through. Down you go. And down you go. Let's flip those guys over and let's put the thorax on here. I think this is called a thorax. Am I remembering? Happy birthday. Oh, Dar, welcome back. I also pre-cut in Gorgeous Grape, but somehow I think it's too dark. So I like the quieter tone of this, and I believe this was Highland Heather. So I'm not going to put any glue on the head. I'm just going to put glue on the body portion, and then down that goes. And then I made my uncle a card. I should have taken a picture of it, or it's upstairs because we're going to the hospital tonight to visit him. I just need a little bit of glue. Yeah, so the card that I made him is entirely, whoopsie, entirely different, but I did use the Beautiful Butterflies. Okay, so there we go. We already have our dimensionals behind. What did I miss? Yes, I wanted you to let me know what sentiment you are interested in. So far, we have a happy birthday, but my prototype card already has happy birthday, and look at all the glare. Okay, so those are the sentiments there, and I can read them off. And there's also here, let me show you, let's put these guys down. So we're going to put this butterfly right there, and this one. So I'm following a sketch, okay? And we're going to put this little guy that way. So here is what I worked on yesterday. So we already have a happy birthday, okay? And there's 2 calls for happy birthday. Let's do something different other than happy birthday. We've got time to celebrate, so thankful. In case you need me, I'm here. We're ignoring happy birthday because we've already got that covered. We've got hope, love, faith. Best of luck, peace, you're a true blessing. Celebrate, hello, you are loved, have a blessed day with sympathy. I don't know that it's probably a little too colorful for a sympathy card. May all your wishes come through. May all your wishes come through. Time to celebrate, says Anne. Time to celebrate. There it is. Time to celebrate. My hubby just walked in the house, my retired husband, and I think he's forgetting that I'm doing a live, and that's okay. Sorry, Dar, we are going to go with, let's see, time to celebrate, and that would go down right there. What do you think? I think that would be lovely. And we're going to do it. We're going to do it on basic white. I've got a piece of scrap here. Is that big enough? No. Let's grab something a whole lot longer. Right there. Time to celebrate. And you know what? I am going to, first of all, grab my eraser and get rid of that mark. You know what? Let's pull out our stamp apparatus. I don't always use this on lives, but for this sentiment, I want to. We're going to put that down like so. I don't know if I have a, oh, I might have a die. Those are going to all be way too big. We're going to hand cut this. I can even fussy cut it. Oh, Wendy, you're so funny. Hi, Dean. And I just don't want to holler up the stairs. Hi, Dean. Because now he's kind of quiet-ish. And he's probably remembering that I'm doing a live. We're going to grab the Highland Heather. We want that sentiment to nicely stand out, okay? And I just wanted to give myself a second chance to stamp that. I'll be right back. I'm just going on this side of the desk to grab my pressure tool. Thank you, Darlene, for my pressure tool. Love my pressure tool. I want to make sure that nothing moves, and nothing moved, but you know what? It's perfect, so we're good to go. We are good to go. Close that before something happens. No fussy cut for me. I know, Kathy. I know, hun. That's why when you come to classes, I fussy cut for you, and that's okay. I would love to just die cut this, but you know what we're going to try is, rather than fussy cutting, because somehow I just really like the idea of this sentiment remaining straight. Let's cut it like that. We're going to cut an angle that way. I don't know if I'm going to regret doing this, and cut an angle that way. Am I going to? It might work. Here's what I'm thinking. Here is what I am thinking. Let's get that straight with the writing. So what I'm doing is, with this band here right on the edge, I'm lining up the bottom of these letters with that band. Okay? And one of them is a little bit lower. And now I'm going to line this side up with the top of these tall guys. Even though it's not straight, it still might look cool. And if we don't like it, then I will fussy cut it. So we would put, we're fussy cutting, ladies. We are going to fussy cut. So you are going to turn the paper and turn the paper. He's actually back a whole lot sooner than I thought. Not sure what's going on there. I'm just turning the paper. we're going to turn the paper just to make sure that we've got that nice corner rounded. Okay, time to celebrate. And so do I. So do I. And sometimes I hesitate on doing it because it's like, Denise, you're always doing it, but I love it. Let's put some dimensionals behind that. We're going to grab some larger ones as well as smaller ones. I don't want this caving in, and we're going to grab a little dude. Nope, it's too big. A little skinny long dude, right? Don't fall off. Okay. Let's remove our backing, and down she goes, and then we're going to find our bling. And so I need help with the bling because I've got an idea in my head, and I don't know if it's going to be too much. So let's put that down right there. So that little speck that was on is gone. Ink the edges. Too late. Too late. I should have. And I can't do it now. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We can either put down on here, so on this card here, and I also winked the body of the butterfly. So on this one here, I used the 20, 24, 26 in color dots. And I know I have an open package somewhere, but I can't find it. So let's just open this one up. So we can either put on here, we can put some of the purple ones down, or what I was thinking, and I haven't tested this, so I don't know if I'm going to actually even end up liking it. The tiny bee trinkets, because I have not played with these yet. What do you think of that if I did 3 of these? So we've got bees and butterflies. If I did something like, don't move, if I did something like that, what do we think? Do we want the bees or do we want the in color dots? So cute. Let's grab our wink while I'm waiting on that. And we are just going to very gently add a little bit of sparkle to his body. So cute. Oh, and you know what? His antennas too. I forgot the antennas on the other one. I wish my uncle's card was front and center. Darlene likes the dot better, and Kathy likes the bees. In color dots. That's 2 for dots. Sorry, Kathy. There is no gold anywhere, so if there would have been gold in here, then I could see the bees. Oh, and we have 2 for bees. Oh my goodness. Okay, we need we need somebody to make I've got 2 for bees and 2 for dots. Somebody else chime in before I put them down. The next guy is going to be the tiebreaker. Who is it going to be? Bees or dots? Bees. Okay, bees win. Sorry, dot girls. The bees win. The bees win. Okay, Mr. B, what do I do with you? Do I do, the glue dot is going to be too big. You know what we're going to do is I'm going to put a little dot of glue here and here and one right here. She's going to win and she wants bees. Well, there you go. Let's pick up a bee and put it on the glue. Is that what you would do, girls? Would you just use liquid glue, or am I crazy? And then I've got, yikes, don't move. No, 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 no. You need to go the other way. These bees are so cute. Okay, look at the little bees. Okay, and if we want to pull that in, I just so happen to have I don't know, that ends up being a little bit much. No, we're leaving it just like it is. We are leaving it just like it is. So we're going to do the draw, and Kathy's going to win the bees, or somebody else is going to win the happy birthday, okay, with the dots. So it's a win-win. So the two that wanted dots, and Judy, you use glue too. Okay, I wasn't sure because they're so gorgeous and they're so tiny that a glue dot, like, let me show you how tiny they are. And am I going to focus? How gorgeous they are. They're so sweet. They're so sweet. I am going to tuck the winners, and I don't have time to make a second card. I know what I'm doing for next week's live, okay? I'm going to take a picture of my uncle's card that he's going to get this evening when we go to the hospital. And little bees, you need to get stuck down, so I'm afraid to move them. If you have shared and I do not call out your name, please, please let me know, okay? So Anne, Judy, Cheryl, and now not everybody is here, but I know these gals have signed up ahead of time. Regina, that's our friend from Germany. Wendy, so I don't know what time it is in Germany. Maybe it's late now that I'm doing noon. Kathy, the winner of the bees card. Dar, Debbie, and she's not here, but she shared, and Lucy. Now, have I missed anyone? Here's what we created today. And you know what, Darlene, thank you so much for saying you love the card, because I don't know, girls, if you're like me, but sometimes I create a card following a sketch because I'm in a sketch challenge or whatever, and I'm like, the card's done, but I'm still not too sure about it. This was one of those cards for me where I just wasn't sure about it. But this is what we created today, okay? So different colors, but same technique. Isn't that so cool? So cool. And you know what? When I pop this into an envelope to mail it away, I use my mailing measurer that Darlene's husband created on his 3D printer. If anybody is interested in one, you can get a hold of Darlene. She's on here today, and you can figure out how to pay her and how she gets it and all of that, okay? So I think I have everyone that shared. All of your names are in here. They've been well jiggled. And I'm going to, oh, Darlene, I love it too. And I think it's the Azure Afternoon. I have one name in my hand. Drum roll. Kathy, is it you? Kathy, it is you. So Kathy wins the B card because I know she wanted the B card. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Kathy, congratulations. And friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that button down below. I would be honored if you did. Trying so hard to get my numbers up. I will be going live tomorrow, which is Friday, the 7th of March. Today is the 6th. It's my brother's birthday. And I will likely be going live at about 6 p.m. tomorrow, Central Standard Time. Thank you for hanging out with me. Kathy, I will tuck your card away. We will talk to you all later. Have a blessed evening. Be safe, stay warm, and thank you for spending an hour with me today. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Kathy, you're so funny. Uh, I'm winning the B card. And you did. Isn't that crazy? Called it. Talk to you later. Bye, friends.